Welcome to the Stronger Tides Podcast, the podcast for small business entrepreneurs and corporate executives to learn more about increasing their client or employee retention through a group cruise program. Ready to drop anchor? Here's your host, travel advisor Rita Perez.
Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of the podcast. So grateful that you are here. I have another wonderful episode lined up just for you, and we're going to be focusing on meeting and event trends. And these meeting and event trends are typically for land, but I picked some that I saw were emerging that I think would also work very well for a cruise retreat. And, despite everything that has happened in our crazy Jumanji 2020, I know that human connection is needed now more than ever. Whether you've been cooped up too long in the quarantines, or you're missing friends and family like crazy because you still haven't been able to travel, the yearning to be close to others increases with each passing day. Many of the events where we would have been gathered at have been canceled or remain postponed for a lengthened amount of time, though I am noticing some of that is starting to open up or resume now. So while unfortunately most of it won't be changing soon, I did want to provide you with some ways that you could incorporate what were supposed to be the trends for this year. Yeah, I know, it's hilarious. Not really. But I wanted to show you ways that you could incorporate some of the trends to your next retreat at sea. So the first one is wellness. Now, I believe even before the pandemic, us as a world, we were becoming more conscious, and thus your attendees were becoming more conscious on wellness as well. While the cruise lines do provide many food options and can accommodate for virtually any special dietary need, and while they also offer gym and daily classes and lots of sort of different fitness, do you think that your group would appreciate a private fitness offering? Could be an early morning yoga session or an afternoon on the jogging track. When we have your planning session, we can definitely brainstorm ideas that would fit your group aesthetics. Because, wellness is a big people bringer together too. Number 2, group size. So sizes in events, we can all see it just with the virtual events, are definitely increasing. And what does this mean for you as a meeting planner? Hey! Interested in getting an actual numbers comparison of a land retreat versus a cruise retreat? Honestly, when I was putting this document together, I couldn't even believe the great difference between the numbers. Visit StrongerTidesPodcast.com to be added to my weekly email list and get the download now. Back to the show. You need to plan earlier than previously expected. Meetings at sea are becoming increasingly popular, and both meeting space and cabins are filling faster than before. And this is especially true for 2021 and 2022, where everybody's cruise from this year virtually has been postponed. And if they haven't canceled, which a lot have not, they are going to be doing or redoing their vacations in these years. So you may have thought that there was a lot of capacity where it's going to be a little bit slimmer just because everybody's making up for the events for this year. So that is something to keep in mind. Third is charity. Amongst all travel segments, groups are not only more conscious to healthy living, but also to giving back to the communities they are visiting. A community project can be done in lieu of an excursion. And some examples of these projects include setting up water filtration systems, constructing foundations for homes, and helping local businesswomen with daily tasks. And we can discuss some of those options for your particular ports during our planning sessions later. And finally, apps. While I myself am very old-fashioned and love a paper event schedule, Many attendees are yearning for an app to keep track of all their events. It's more environmentally friendly, of course, and that's always a plus for a retreat at sea. But it also gives you less stuff to carry around when you're on the cruise ship. Software like Cvent would provide a great partnership for your meeting at sea. So these are just a few of the trends that I've been seeing that I think would be a good crossover from the meetings and events on land to meetings and events at sea. At least they were until we get back to sea. Prior to the pandemic, were you noticing any other trends that you feel could be translated well to a group cruise program? That is my program for today, folks. I hope you have enjoyed this. Please let me know if you have any questions, and I will see you next week. Have a great week.
Thanks for joining us on the Stronger Tides podcast. Please subscribe to our podcast. And if you found value in this show, we'd appreciate a rating or a share with your colleagues. Find us on social media at Rita Ventures Group Cruising and online at ritaventures.net. Until next time, happy sailing.